enjoy the ride. Michael J, aka Swifty, glad you could join us. Sit back, sit tight, relax, and get comfortable. Enjoy the ride. Michael J. Okay, good day to y'all. It's Saturday morning. We are live. Michael J here. Everybody's well, I hope. Everybody loves somebody sometime. There you go. There's my singing career. So love and peace to everybody around the world, wherever you're from. Good to see you. Glad you could join us here today. So I wasn't going to do a video, but, the great big but, you know, whenever but comes up, whatever they said before but will be meaningless because after but is the new statement. So I was going to do this, but, okay. So, they came out with a new cruiser. It's in the premium shop. And it's for part of the Pan-Asian cruiser line, right? So one of the things you got to know about this is that it's basically a rehash of another ship. And so all they've done is just taken some parts out of it, like just cutting up a friggin' tomato to make it a smaller tomato. So we got a whole tomato here, but because you got the mini deluxe, you only get 5/8 of this tomato. So this is what they've done. So they've taken a tier 10 Russian cruiser, chopped it up, and made it into a tier 9 Pan-Asian cruiser. So however you slice it and dice it, that's what they've done. Now, what do I think of it? I'm not going to tell you right now. I'd like to share you. What's this guy's name? This guy here that's reviewing it. Okay, so it's a tier 9 premium cruiser. The guy that's reviewing it is Maltese Knight. And he's probably a wonderful chap, but it strikes me a bit as a used car salesman. Must be a community contributor. So I could be wrong. I just like to throw that twist to it. So the used car salesman, gotta sell it, gotta sell them, gotta sell them. So let me know what you guys think. Just watch. I actually watched part of it already just to get an idea. I didn't want to throw something out at you that was really crap. So, the guy's probably a great guy. He gets got a lot of views, and but as I told you, what they've taken is a tier 10 Russian cruiser, and they've sliced and diced it so it's 5/8. They call it a tier 9 Pan-Asian cruiser now, and that's basically what's happened here. So, as I said, let me know what you think, monsieur, and let's get on with it. Oh, yeah.
All right, hello guys, and today I'm gonna be
Hello,
featuring the
guys.
Dalian. It's gonna be the
The
newest edition
Dalian.
at tier 9 for World of Warships, of course. This is a Pan-Asian premium ship.
of course, one thing you have to remember, at least, and this is where the advantage of the Tier 9 is, quite often you will get a different meta of matchmaking, so that may be somewhat advantageous. We'll see. So watch the video. Let me know in the comments section, chat, what you think, okay?
So I think it will be available for doubloons. I'm not sure if it'll be available for cold, but I'll write it in the description or not. I'll write the price in the description, basically. But what is this thing, alright? So it's a Pan-Asian cruiser at tier 9. Okay, but we already have that. You already featured that Malta a few weeks ago, the Sejong. But this is actually a bit different to the Sejong, and I'll tell you why. As you can see from the gun layout, this is actually Russian style instead of an American style. So we know Sejong has American guns on it, like I believe they're midway secondary turrets. This one actually has Russian 130mm guns, so they're a bit higher caliber guns, of course. Like, I believe Smolensk has the same caliber, 130mm. So yeah, Russian. Anyway, the biggest upside compared to Sejong on this is actually the gun arcs. You'll tend to notice the reload's the exact same, so don't stress out over that. The reload's the exact same, but the gun arcs are so much better. You'll get to see it in this video where I'm actually pushing into people and able to shoot them at even longer ranges at like 15. I'm running range mod on this build, which is something I don't do on the Sejong because the gun arcs are so bad on the Sejong that range mod doesn't actually help you. But on this I'm running range mod here because it does actually help you, and the stock gun range is actually worse than the Sejong. The stock gun range on this I believe is 13.5 kilometers instead of Sejong's 14 kilometers. I know, not that big of a deal, but 13.5 is very limiting at tier 9. If you want to run it that way, you totally can. But you know, I would recommend running the range mod just to be safe.
You
for sure.
totally can if you. Yeah, you're gonna need range mod. Come on now, tier 9.
5.3k each.
Gonna
You
get
don't
the
get
crap
hydro,
hammered
just like
out of
the
you.
normal Pan-Asian cruisers, but something that's a bit different here, and you might have noticed when I launched the torps. I didn't mention
my.
it, but maybe some of you have noticed. The torpedoes aren't actually deep water torps, as you saw. They're actually just normal torps. They can hit destroyers too. Whilst Sejongs can't hit destroyers, but they can hit cruisers. This
They
one
can take
hit
out a
everything.
celery stalk
So-
at 10 kilometers.
What,
Oh
but
my.
they're, instead of Sejong's 12-kilometer torps, these are 10-kilometer torps. So they're shorter range. They get spotted easily, I believe, and I believe they do less damage.
I
They're similar. They remind me of, like, Russian
believe.
Smolensk-type torps that are 10 kilometers.
Okay, I'm gonna get
get
some more
6 of those.
espresso. I'll be right back, lads.
You get 5 smokes, which I believe is actually more smokes than the Sejong gets. So you get an extra smoke screen on this one, which is also very welcoming. I do enjoy an extra smoke screen, of course. You do get, I believe, less total HP by a few. But that's pretty much it. And you do get better concealment on this one by a lot. Like, I think Sejong's about 9.7. This one's 8.9 kilometers. I mean, that's pretty incredible. But anyway, let's stop comparing it to the Sejong and let's look at the game right now. What's happening. Basically, I'm trying to push up as much as possible. I don't have hydro, so I have to play cautiously. Remember, as a Pan-Asian cruiser, you don't have hydro with smoke, unlike Smolensk, so you do have to be careful in your smoke. You have to make sure you know where the destroyers are. And where are they on the map? You have to keep looking at the map. Where are the destroyers? So we have one on the 2-line last spotted. It's an Adriatico. It's a test ship. We can't really talk about that in NDA, you know, but it has torps, so that's important to keep in mind. That there's a destroyer on the 2-line, there's one on the 7-line, and there's one on C. So we know where the destroyers are, so we know somewhat where to angle to, or keep you know, importance to. And anyway, you can use, look at the AP damage on this thing. It's Russian. It's Russian. Remember of Smolensk AP, even though it's small caliber, when you find a big broadside like this Musashi, it's free damage. It's incredible. I love it. It's very wonderful to use it and stuff. HE, really good. As you can see, the shell travel time is much better than the Sejong. Much better. If you want, go grab the Sejong video and look at the gun arcs, and then look at these gun arcs and just compare them, because this one's way better, I feel, at least. I feel like I'm playing Smolensk. Yeah, we got Citadel. We did get Citadel by the Izumo, but it's okay. Nothing to panic about. I was panicking for a second, but it's okay. I had to play this game off stream, remember, because the NDA lifted just today when I uploaded this video. therefore I couldn't play it on stream prior to this. But if you're watching this video, I will be playing the Dalian on stream. Well, after this video is released, obviously. So the next stream, you can come on the stream, ask me to play Dalian, I'll play it for you. And I'll showcase it a bit more than I did in this video, because I'm only showing you one game here. But so far it's going pretty good. We have 100k in 7 minutes. It just reminds me of Smolensk a lot, guys. This ship reminds me of the Smolensk. But without hydro. And some less gun range, you know, I mean. But there's a lot of similarities to Smolensk with this one. So, very cool, very cool. Well, very cool. I don't think people are gonna find it very cool to play against, but, you know, when you're playing it, it's pretty cool. I had a lot of fun playing it, you know, I mean. It's pretty cool to play, maybe not to play against, but yeah. 106k damage so far. We're just shooting this Musashi at ranges like 15s. You wouldn't be doing this in Sejong because of the arcs, so, again, really cool feature, of course, Russian guns. But anyway, start moving, trying to get closer. The thing with these Pan-Asian cruisers is you can't overextend. It's very important to not overextend because, and I will talk about this in general regarding all Pan-Asian cruisers and not just the Dalian, so I'm including Jinan and Sejong. It's hard to push in because, thing is, it's a super light cruiser, correct? When you're pushing in, you're susceptible to like torpedoes and like battleship fire easily, you know, because you're bow in. So the thing is, you don't have hydro, so yeah, you're gonna be at risk of torpedoes whenever you push up, and you have no way of spotting them for yourself at all. And that's kind of the downside with the Pan-Asian cruisers. That's the biggest downside with the Pan-Asian cruisers, except for them having minimal armor, is the fact that you're smoke cruisers without hydro. That's pretty much the biggest downside. I'm gonna say this about the Dalian and this about all the Pan-Asian cruisers. The fact is, these ships are extremely, extremely strong when people are pushing into you, but they're not that good when people are, you know, walking away from you, running away, basically. But the Dalian, on the other hand, seems to cut that difference up. Actually changes it up a bit, actually, because the Dalian, when people are running away from you, it's actually easier to shoot them. Not as in easier than them pushing you, obviously, but it's easier than like playing Sejong and trying to shoot them, right? Because the gun arcs are better, right? And this is less reliant on the torpedoes. Sejong and Jinan are more reliant on the torpedoes. The guns are okay, don't get me wrong, the guns are pretty good, but the torpedoes are a big factor for those ships to make them work. And this one, not really so. The torpedoes are kind of an addition to the ship. The torpedoes aren't really that important on this one. I don't really find using the torpedoes making that much difference, honestly. I mean, they're cool. It'll help you. You should use your torpedoes, but the guns are where the ship's at. The guns are the main strength of the ship. That's pretty much it, really and truly, about the Dalian. I'm just gonna say it right now. Do I recommend the ship? And then I'll say it again at the end. But yes, I do recommend the ship. It's pretty good. It can be pretty fun. It just reminds me of Smolensk. It's not as good as Smolensk, don't get me wrong, but it's tier 9. So you can call it a tier 9 Smolensk almost, and without hydro and stuff. But it's pretty cool. It's definitely pretty good. So this is one I would definitely recommend. I'm definitely going to be playing this thing when it comes out on stream again. This one was an off-stream game, so I couldn't really show it. But Wargaming gave us the ship a bit early, so we can play it. So we can showcase it instantly on YouTube when the NDA is down. So here you go. But yeah. So how's this game going? Let's
So
take a
tier
look how
9
the game's going.
Abso-friggin-lutely.
We did get 2 kills right there, which actually gives us a chance, maybe.
It's a
I'm trying to
premium.
get some damage on this Adriatico. I'm trying to be
Rinse,
safe.
repeat.
I don't want to run it down into this place. Maybe I should have, but the Izumo was scary.
Rinse,
the Baltimore
repeat,
still
and
behind.
recycle.
The
Oh
Musashi
my.
could always come north of
Rinse,
south of
repeat,
me
and
kill me
recycle.
instantly. So I'm
Okie
just trying to
dokie.
play it safely, reversing into this cap, trying to shoot the destroyer.
So instead of just rinse and repeat, and recycle, lads.
I don't know. This is a pre-recording, so I kind of recorded this game and now I'm commentating over it. I
It's
don't
a
know why
pre-recording, lads.
I'm going all
Oh
over the
my.
place with my camera. I kind of do that even on stream. I'm
Oh,
kind of crazy
crap.
with my camera. People have noticed. I apologize, but that's me. You know, that's me. We're up to 141k damage. Sadly, we are losing the game. I'm finally in this cap. We're gonna keep reversing, try to get some pressure on this Izumo with our team. But honestly, guys, I really think we're just gonna
Try to
lose
get
this
some
game.
pressure on that
Sadly,
Izumo.
nothing really much we
Oh
can do
my.
ourselves. I can't just go running it. in.
Izumo's a
Again,
pretty
this is a
sturdy
light cruiser.
ship.
This is not a cruiser where you can run it down and do heavy
When they
damage by
buffed
just
it a while ago, they
walking in,
really
doing
buffed.
big
They
AP
buffed it a
damage,
couple
volleys
times,
and
I
stuff.
think.
No, this is a super
It used
light
to be a
cruiser. You have to
crap
play it
ship,
slow,
but
carefully, methodically,
really
or you
pretty
have to have a
tough
method,
now.
you know, you have to have a strat with it, right? So yeah, just be like, try to think like 10 steps ahead. My step here is cap B, and then maybe, you know, pressure this Izumo, go for the Musashi possibly, Azuma. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now.
Okay, that's what he's
And,
thinking, eh?
well,
He's
the
doing some
scores
half
just right
decent
now, reactive
damage.
to recap B,
Damage
and
numbers
maybe
are
we can
great.
kill them in that process. This
Does
I mean,
good
this
for
all relies on
the
us living and
for the
actually doing
ego.
things, which is gonna
Keeps the ego well watered.
so, but here in the meantime,
And
we're farming
nurtured.
this Izumo. As you can see, we're shooting him at longer ranges when he's walking away. Something you wouldn't be able to do.
Long
with a
ranges,
no way.
14 and change. It's
but yeah,
not super friggin'
very
long.
Cool, very cool. I mean, the ship itself, as you can see, I think is pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting for sure. People who you know don't play super light cruisers, people who play open water ships, you know, like battleships, for example, they're definitely not gonna like playing
Vladivostok.
because it's not, you know, a ship to have fun to play against. You know, HE spam.
Good
etc.
against
Here we
DDs.
have this Fletcher. We have really good smoke shooting too. I believe it's like 4.2 or 4.9. I think it's somewhere on those lines. So we're getting a lot of damage. It's very similar to Smolensk. Smolensk has 16 guns though. This has 10 guns. And the reload on this is 5.5, which still isn't too bad, honestly. 5.5 isn't too bad for tier 9 with these guns. And the Fletcher got basically dumpstered. But this is, I mean, everyone keeps dying and this game's pretty much over. I don't know what I'm supposed to really do here at this point.
Kill some more
Honestly,
ships.
just pretty much trying to get as much damage as possible, trying to hold the enemy team from winning as much as possible. But honestly, I think the game is over.
You guys are
Personally, I
gonna
think
be
the game's already
toast.
over. We're gonna lose because our
For
Musashi
sure.
dies here. He's pretty much walked into a crossfire between this Vladivostok, Musashi, and Izumo. And well, then it's just me and
Oh,
Mahan,
no.
and I just don't think me and Mahan can fight 7 ships. Yeah, 7 ships. No.
Probably
But
not.
in the meantime, I'm gonna try to do some damage to this Vladivostok by setting him on fire. Remember, he does have Russian DCP, so he can just DCP instantly, and then he has like 40 seconds, 50 seconds cooldown. Comes back, so
I was
yeah.
playing smart. He's
Otherwise,
not
you
going
won't be
for the
penning
torps.
battleships again. The pen on the ship is 21, I believe. It just, look, it's destroyer pen, so or 21 or 22 millimeters of pen, so you're not really penning much. You're penning enough to fight, you know, destroyers and battleship superstructures and cruiser superstructures,
Whoopsie.
or itself, and minotaurs and stuff. So stuff like that. I wouldn't put
Holy
IFHE
moly.
on this thing. I don't think so. I think the fires are really important to actually getting the damage. Fires are always pretty important to get damage, and the AP is
Yeah,
really
yeah.
good on
Fires
the
are
systems.
important for
So,
sure.
yeah. Fletcher actually got spotted. I wish I had my guns ready. He would have died right here. I tried blind fire.
He would have died right
but
here.
I
I'm
actually
telling you. I'm telling you.
Don't end up hitting him,
Oh my.
sadly, but it's okay.
It's okay.
Like I said, I'm not feeling, you know, I don't think I'm gonna win this game at this point. I think this is just pretty much an auto loss. So I'm just gonna try get a kill or two, maybe try to.
924 to
something
415, and
So,
there's
yeah,
only
but
you and one
Vladivostok
other guy
again.
left. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna pull us out of the bag,
3
buddy.
resets. I mean, it's just
The
trying to
Maltese
follow the game.
Knight.
It's at
Holy
9:17.
moly.
2 right now. Sorry, but yeah, I tried to torp something here, but he's bow in, so I'm probably gonna end up missing. Fletcher's right there. He's at 2k, incredibly low. I wish I had my guns reloaded a bit earlier. I could have actually killed him. I penned him twice. He's really low. He's incredibly low. And this smoke screen, if you're wondering what it is, this is the Adriatico smoke screen. I don't know what I shot there, by the way. I think I was trying to blind fire the smoke. So this is an Adriatico walking at me. I do end up blind firing the Fletcher, by the way, but I'm trying to just blind fire this Adriatico right now that's running at me full speed. But I mean, this game's over. As I said 100 times, this game's over. I'm just trying to get an additional kill here to buy myself time, but yeah, no way. So we do kill the Adriatico as well.
There he is.
And that's the tier 9 Italian test ship DD, by the way. There you go. Some information. It's still a pretty NDA though, so I can't really talk about the ship itself. But yeah, that's the game.
He's toast. Game over, baby. Game
Alright, so
over.
for personal score, we ended up getting 212,000 damage.
Yeah,
We
he
got
did
3
all right in the
achievements,
damage
confederates,
department.
whether-
Let's take a look at it. 494 main battery hits, 1 torp hit. Not bad at all. Don't know the lineup of ships he was against, but the Fiji's tier 8 that finally took him out.
caliber. We got 14 fires, 13 resets, 2 kills, a torpid, almost 500 shell hits. We got 494 shell
Holy
hits,
moly.
3 spotting ribbons, and a cap. There you
And a
go.
cap.
So for team score, we ended up getting 1.7k base XP on a loss. So we actually got second place on
Okay,
the team.
let's look at the ships here. Now, he's got an Azuma tier 9. Tough ship for tier 9 against the others. Oh, so this guy's with 07 or Q7? 07. They're a half-decent clan. I think it's 07 or 007, I forget. It might be 07. Half-decent clan. So he came in number 1 overall. Still sounds like a used car salesman. So a mixture of tier 7, 8, and 9. Very interesting. Okay. So, what we're going to do now, folks, we're going to play some games. But I wonder if we should look at the World of Warships Roadmap 2022. See what they got coming up, or if that's just a waste of friggin' time. Or what we could do is look at just another Sea Lord Mountbatten. He also took out, I guess he probably purchased the Dalian as well. And his first impressions, he posted this about 4 hours ago. Let's look at this and then we'll go into some gameplay. So let's switch to the main screen now. We're going to watch Sea Lord Mountbatten. Let's see his feedback on his experience with this ship. So that was the Maltese Knight that we just watched just now. Now looking at the results, he's the 07 clan. Not a bad clan. So I still think he's just like a used car salesman. What can I say when I say it, baby? So, Sea Lord Mountbatten, take it away, bull. Bro, brother.
Hello, good people of YouTube.
Hello.
Mountbatten here.
Love and
Today,
peace to everybody.
With the new Tier 9 Premium Pan-Asian Cruiser, the
Okie
Dalian
dokie.
import to review for you guys today.
Nice.
Big shout out to the channel's Patreons, whose name should be appearing up on screen right now. They made this review and pretty much every premium ship that I review possible. Because of their generous donations, all these reviews are able to happen. I'm not a CC nor affiliated with Wargaming in any way, shape,
That's a big
or form.
10-4
So
there.
I do not get these
Big
ships for free. I
Mountbatten.
have to finance them through the generous donations of these Patreons and the ad revenue from the channel. So if you wish to support the channel, the best place to do it is there, besides, of course, just watching the videos and streams on the channel. So the Dalian, this ship currently, it's not available for coal or any other resource, and I couldn't really find any mentioning of what it was going to be available
Strictly
for. Currently, you can buy
for
it in the
doubloons.
armory for 19,300 doubloons.
19,300 doubloons,
right
folks.
around $80 worth of doubloons, so about the same price of a Tier 9 premium ship, you know, $77, $80 mark. If you are mental, you can pay
Holy crap.
$46,500 for it, or $34,450 for it. And you get a 10-point commander and a special flag and all that jazz, but I
Holy
wouldn't
moly.
really do that. If you do want the ship, I'd just get the cheapest version you could. So
Absolutely.
the Dalian, what is this thing? Well, essentially, it's a baby small Linsk. It's got the same caliber and I believe the same type of shell, and the shells have the same characteristics as the small Linsk does. But she only has 10 guns instead of the small Linsk's 16 guns. So you could also say a balanced small Linsk. Now, I do have XP on the ship. I played the ship quite a bit during Friday night's live stream, and I'm going to be talking about my experience with it there, and what I think about this boat, and whether or not it's worth to pick up for you guys. So let's go ahead and go through the Dalian's quirks and features, and I will of course give it a score at the end of this review. So let's go ahead and dive right on into it. Starting out with the armor layout, this is a light cruiser, so no surprise here. 16mm bow, 16mm stern, 16mm upper deck, mid deck, it's all 16. The upper armor is 16, the citadel belt is 100 millimeters, and the citadel is high and dry. It is not hard to get citadeled in this ship at all. It is very much a light cruiser with a light cruiser hull. Survivability, 27,400 base. You get a 4% torpedo damage reduction with that as well, which is, well, basically nothing, of course. Now, the guns, of course, the main feature of this ship, you get 5x2 of these 130mm guns. They reload in 5.5 seconds. They have a turn time of 9 seconds to 180. Maximum dispersion of 126 meters, and a maximum base range of 13.5 kilometers, which isn't all that far. The HE has a maximum damage of 1800. Now that is, of course, if it citadels what you're shooting at. You have an 8% fire chance base, which isn't really, it's not great, not terrible. Again, you do have 10 guns. They do reload in 5.5 seconds base, and again, with the armor layout of this ship, you're going to get that reload time down if you run Adrenaline Rush, but they only pin 22mm of armor. And they have an initial velocity of 950 meters a second, and these are very much Soviet shells, and they very much behave like Soviet shells too. They have very flat arcs. The shells are nice and fast, which means that it's not very hard to deal with destroyers that pop up in front of you. That's one thing the ship is very, 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 very good at. Now, the AP has a maximum damage of 2,600, and again, 950 meters a second out the barrels. More on that when we get to the gameplay section. It does have torpedoes. You get 4 sets of launchers with 3 launchers per tube for 12 torps in total. You get 3 on each side. You get 6 on either side. They do have a range of 10 kilometers.
So 2 sets of 3 of torps on each side.
And they reload in 90 seconds, which is pretty nice. They do a maximum damage of 15,100. They travel at 60 knots, and they're detectable from 1.2 kilometers away. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Depth charges. She does have depth charges, so that means she does not have any airstrikes at all for depth charges. And if you've played the Smolensk, it's basically what the Smolensk does. AA, she has an A rating of 78, and her main battery guns are dual purpose, so that's fairly nice. Other than that, you get 40 of these 25mm guns, and then you get 8 of these 57mm guns here. A ranges out to 6 kilometers, and I'll tell you more about the A when we get to the gameplay review section. Max speed of 33.4 knots. She has a turning circle range of 660 meters and a rudder shift time of 6.9 seconds. Nice. And that rudder shift time is quite good. Concealment base is 11 kilometers, so that's 2.5 kilometers outside of your, inside of your main battery firing range. So, yeah. Alright, for her box O gimmicks, she gets a smoke screen that disperses in 30 seconds, which is very nice. You have a dispersion time of 70 seconds, and a radius of 0.45 kilometers, reloads in 110 seconds, get 4 charges of that base. You also get a heal, thank God, that regens 137 hit points per second, is active for 28 seconds, and reloads in 80 seconds, and again, 4 charges of that base. And again, damage con as well. And you get the standard number of slots for a tier 9 ship, which is, well, all of them because you're a tier 9. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and throw my commander and module build back on the Dalian, and I'll meet you guys right back here after that. Alrighty, for my module build, this is what I was running
got
for
here,
the matches
buddy,
that I played with
buddy?
the Dalian for the review. So I had main armaments mod
Main
1 to
armaments.
decrease the chance of those main battery guns
Okay.
getting knocked out, because again, that's where most of your damage is coming from. We'll make sure they're staying in the fight for as long as possible. Engine room protection, because having no engine on a light cruiser is essentially a death sentence, and plus the only other thing you take here is Damage Con Mod 1, which this ship has cruiser burn time, so there's no point in taking that. Then I went with Aiming Systems Mod 1 because, again, I mean, main battery Mod 2, why? You already have a quick enough turret rotation time. AA Guns Mod 1, the AA is nice, but it's not that nice. Torpedo Tubes Mod 1, you're not a torpedo cruiser, you're a gun cruiser, so Aiming System Mod 1 is what I'd say to go with. You could take Smoke Generator Mod 1 if you wanted to. But again, the runtime of this thing's so long. I mean, if you want to, go for it. I don't see, you know, it's a light cruiser. Aiming Systems Mod 1 isn't detrimental to the ship's performance. So, yeah, I'm sorry. It isn't necessary for the ship to perform good. So you could take that if you just want a really long smoked.
You really want to farm, is what that
propulsion mod 1, because
smoke
this ship
generator's
is properly zoomy with this propulsion mod on. I'll talk about that in the review section too. Concealment, because again, you're a light cruiser and being not seen is very good. And of course, gunfire control in mod 2, because 13.5 kilometer range in a tier 9 and a tier 10 game
sucks.
is not going to cut it, and this buffs that out to a much more usable range. I believe it goes out to 15.7. Double check that here in a moment. So this is the module, I'm sorry, this is the commander build I ran on the ship. I only have a 20-point Pan-Asian commander, so...
Yeah, Darong, I got him, he's a good
walk
one.
with you what I plan on adding on to him. So, last stand. Of course, anything gets knocked out, you can still chug along, and again, in a cruiser like this, moving keeps you alive if you get spotted. Demolition Expert, because, again, this is a light cruiser, we'd like to burn the world. Then I would go with, for my first 3-point skill, most definitely, either Superintendent or Adrenaline Rush. Superintendent, because you get that extra heal. Then I would come back, well, I'll first go down and get Concealment Expert to get the ship even further away from getting detected. Then I would probably swing back around and get Survivability Expert. Now with Dalrong over here, you have an improved Survivability Expert, so that's very nice to have him on here. And then I would go back for your pick of Adrenaline Rush or Heavy HE. Now, since the guns are a caliber of 130, you don't get the detection penalty that other cruisers get, like heavy cruisers and such get, for having Heavy HE on your ship. So it's pretty much just free extra damage there for that. That's very, very, very nice. Now, come back up once I get my other commander point and grab the safety circle up here. That way you know how many ships are staring you down. If you're an experienced player, you should be good without this on your first swing through of the commander points. If you're a newer player, I would take this over Demolition Expert, because yes, extra fire chance is good, and again with Darong you get an improved Demolition Expert, but knowing how many ships is looking at you is very, 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 very much needed for newer players. But again, if you're more experienced, go ahead and take Demolition Expert first. Alright, so I will meet you guys in the gameplay section for my voiceover review.
Looking forward to it there, Mountbatten. Let's get into the battle, buddy.
Well, editing Mountbatten wants to strangle recording Mountbatten, because I forgot to show you guys the ship after with the modules and the commander skills applied. Alright, so with the commander skills applied... Oh my god, click survivability. There we go. With commander skills applied, that now gives the ship a 31,900 hit pool, which is very nice. Well, nicer than what it had beforehand. So the guns now go out to a range of 15.7 kilometers, which is much, much, much more better than the 13.5 kilometer base range that it had. It's still fairly short, but it's a lot more workable. And now, too, the HE shells do 1980 maximum damage and have a 10.5% chance of causing a fire, which is much better. I do also have the fire flags on as well, in addition to the speed flag, so keep that in mind when we talk about that. Maneuverability should still be the same, although again you get to that 35.1 top speed a lot faster now with the propulsion mod. Concealments, we're now down to 8.9 kilometers, which is very, very nice. Oh, the speed. Yeah, 35.1 knots is this new top speed with the speed flag. Said that already, but didn't want to not point it out. That should be it.
You got a little nervous.
You
forgot something.
Voiceover review.
Okay,
right,
here we go.
Voiceover Mountbatten.
Calm
here.
down, Mountbatten.
Dalian, Tier 9 Pan-Asian light cruiser. So, if you've played Smolensk, you have played this ship.
No
This
shit.
ship is
No crap.
essentially
Sorry.
Smolensk Jr. I mean,
Yeah.
it's literally a Soviet cruiser that was given to apparently the People's Liberation Navy, according by the nationality, the flag that you can change the Pan-Asian flag to.
There you
So,
go.
yeah, if you've played the Smolensk, you played this thing. Now, this thing, of course, doesn't have hydroacoustic search. It doesn't have 16 guns. It's Diet Smolensk, essentially, which they tried before, a tier lower. But I guess they wanted to try again at tier 9 with the same formula for the small lens. So, the Dalian. How is this ship? Well,
How is it, comrade?
tonight, when I was playing this ship on stream and after for the review, I could not believe the teams I was getting. We are talking complete walkovers both ways. The match you're watching right now is the only decent match that went for any extended period of time that I had a decent match in. And this match really does show off the strengths of the Dalian. Now, of course, 10 130mm guns with a 5.5 second reload time. That is some fantastic DACA there. There's
Nice.
plenty of damage potential there from these guns, especially with the shells that the Smolensk has. And as you can see in the gameplay you're watching right now, the shell arcs are very, very, very flat. So if you have any DDs sailing out in front of you, you should have no problem murdering them in the Dalian. It's fantastic for that, as are all the Soviets' heavy and light cruisers. They have fantastic shell arcs, fantastic shell velocity, and that's, again, not escaping the Dalian here. Now, of course, this does limit your ability to fire from behind islands. You aren't like an American light cruiser like the Worcester that can catapult shells literally sitting on top of an island. You can't do that, but you have to be a little bit further away, and you can, of course, get it done. But again, with the limited range on the ship, that is
there you
rough in
go,
a lot
Pilgrim.
of the higher tier games that we get now. As we all know, high tier games, they're very far apart. Ships barely get within 15, 16 kilometers of each other, usually until the very end,
There's
or
a
unless
juicy
someone's bunker
target.
pushing. So, yeah, it is a bit
See how
rough
much
there
time
for
we got
it.
left. I'm going
But
to
it
make
can
another
still
quick
work,
coffee, folks, and I'll
especially if
be
you
right
find yourself
back,
on
okay?
the kiting flake. This is an excellent
Questions,
kiter, of course,
comments,
like most
just throw in
light cruisers
chat.
are. It's best played around islands to where
Remember,
you have some island
Bob's
cover
your
that
uncle.
you can get in between yourself and the enemy ships, to where you are limiting the amount of ships firing at you, because if you get caught in this ship, you are going to get citadeled. Unless you get incredibly lucky and the shells overpin, you're probably going to get citadeled. I don't think there was a match I played in this thing where that didn't happen. Now, of course, you do have the smoke screen to try and prevent that. Now, unfortunately, I wasn't able to use the smoke screen too much. Why? Because like you're seeing here, I am being the DD for my team, and I am having to spot my own targets and try not to get shot at the same time. Now, as you can see with the propulsion mod on, this ship stops on a friggin' dime and takes off like a drag car. It's great. The acceleration with the propulsion mod on is fantastic. You will be juking for days in this thing if you're good at throttle juking, which is where you just play with your throttle. You just, floor it, slam it in reverse, crank it up to a quarter speed, slam it to reverse again, crank it up to 2/3, crank it down to 1/4. The ship's great for that with propulsion on. It's hilarious, some of the rounds we had on stream last night and the amount of shells that I was dodging. I think I had one game, I barely did any actual damage on the ship. I think it did like 40,000 damage, but I had like 2.6 million potential damage, and the match ended in like 6 minutes. So the ship is pretty darn goofy at times for that, and I think that's very funny considering the wet brick that was Smolensk and how slow Smolensk was to stop, how slow Smolensk was to speed up. This thing's the exact opposite of it like that, but main battery gun wise, it's Smolensk, essentially, with less guns. So, the guns are good. If you get in a good position, either in your smoke next to an island or using an island cover, you can DACA some fools. I didn't take IFHE because I didn't want to cut that 10.5% fire chance down to 5% fire chance. That's just not worth it in my opinion. If you want to take IFHE, go for it, sure. But starting fires is where you're going to get a lot of your damage at in this ship, of course. The torpedoes are surprisingly usable. Of course, this isn't a torpedo boat. It's not like the main Pan Asian line that has deep water torpedoes. These aren't deep water torpedoes. They're just normal torps. 10 kilometers. That's all. That's all. Very, very, very usable range for a ship that has 8.6 kilometer conceal. If there's anyone pushing your smoke, you have more than enough usability out of these torps to discourage them from doing that. Or if they do push your smoke, you can potentially weigh in late and ambush them. If you want to do that, or if you stay next to an island, they're pushing around the island, throw these torps in their sides, they're going to regret it. Or if someone's pushing you, they're 12 kilometers away and you're about to run away, dump them in the water at the speed that ship's probably running full steam toward you. You'll get a hit or two with the torpedoes. They're fairly decent. The AA, it felt like, and again, AA, it's how good is the CV player at dodging flak? That's the biggest thing for the AA of a ship. I had several carrier games with the Dalian. Every match I had with them, it felt like it was decent, enough to make the carrier lose a few planes, but not enough like, the actual Smolensk or a Holland or a Smallland or an Austin or a Worcester or a Minotaur. It's not that good. It's on the decent side, but I wouldn't depend on it for an AA boat. Maneuverability, I already talked about that. Very quick to accelerate and decelerate with the propulsion mod. The rudder shift time is very nice. It doesn't really feel like a Soviet cruiser with how maneuverable it is. Most Soviet cruisers have absolutely gargantuan turning circles. This one, 660, it's still up there, but compared to most Soviet cruisers, that's fairly smaller-ish, and the rudder shift time is decent as well. The concealment's, again, very nice at 8.9 kilometers, and again, like I mentioned beforehand, the ability for a ship to dictate the terms of its engagement is a huge plus. The Dalian can do that with this concealment range and, of course, with the smoke as well. You, of course, are going to be outspotting most other higher tier cruisers, definitely most high tier Soviet cruisers. Like, again, it's Pan-Asian, but I mean, it's a Soviet ship, right? So that's very nice. It's a very nice concealment range coupled with the smoke. Now, of course, you don't have hydro or radar or anything, which if this ship had hydro, that would knock it up another notch on the rating scale for me, but it does not. So after playing the Dalian tonight, and this ship really went through the ringer, as most of you watched on stream. It was very frustrating, very torturous to play, just because of the teams that I was getting. But even though I was going through these really rough times with the Dalian, you could definitely feel that the potential was there. Definitely if there's some fools pushing into you or you're set up in a good place, you'll be able to, of course, farm people for days in the Dalian. Of course, it's a light cruiser. 130mm guns, good fire rate, decent range. It most definitely can do it. It's just the frustration of a lot of these teams that I was getting that hampered the experience. Now, if you have the Smolensk, is it worth getting the Dalian? Not really. You're basically paying for a Smolensk Junior. I mean, it's got Smolensk shells. Characteristics are, I believe, almost exactly the same. If you got Smolensk, there's no need to get this thing. But if you're looking at this ship and you like the way it looks, is it worth picking up? Well, overall for me, I would give this ship like a 6 out of 10. The pros being 10 very rapid firing guns. You've got Soviet shell ballistics, the smoke screen, the maneuverability with the propulsion mod, equipped, and the concealment, and the torpedoes. Those are its pros. However, the cons are its absolute paper-thin armor at the tier. Low health pool. I mean, again, you're talking about a tier 9 cruiser with 27,000 hit points with no armor at tier 9 without survivability expert. And again, the HP pool you're seeing on screen is with Dorong, who's a, what do they call them, unique commanders.
Don't forget the Smolensk is very thin armor as well.
No radar, no hydro.
No
so it doesn't have a
radar.
lot of cons, but the two biggest cons are, of course, the armor and the health pool. Because it's so easy for so many of these high-tier battleships to just nick you with one shell, and boom, there goes 3/4 of your health, or boom, there you go.
Yep,
Like, my very first game in this, I got pecked by a Georgia just in the stern, and there goes 2/3 of my health in one go. Again, that is the light cruiser lifestyle. That's what you're going to deal with. But for what is a Smolens Junior, them asking 19,000 doubloons for,
It's so
a
cute.
6 out of 10
Smolensk
is what I
Jr.
would give it. It's not a ship I would drop what I'm doing to get. If you do get it in a container or something, it is a very, very, very good pickup. And if you do like light cruisers, and you're probably a better light cruiser player than myself, you probably will like this ship.
Oh
But
my.
most of you light cruiser players probably already have Smolensk, so there's no reason to pick up this ship anyway. Unless you really want a Pan-Asian cruiser trainer, which the ship is pretty good at that because it's not deep water torpedo equipped like the Pan-Asian cruisers,
Yeah.
but you will be taking a lot of the same commander skills that you will with the Pan-Asian cruisers because this is a light cruiser with destroyer caliber guns that's quite squishy. So it could be good for that, but the Pan-Asian cruiser line is looking like a bit of a pain to grind through, especially at the mid-tierish range. Anyway, guys, that's my 2 cents on the Dalian. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Hope you guys enjoyed this review of the Dalian.
Do you want to know
If
what
you
I
did,
think?
make sure to like
Do
the
you
video
want to
and
know what I
subscribe to the
think?
channel. On our way to 35,000 subs, I cannot.
Do you want to know what I think? I'm not buying it. I've become rather frugal these days. Frugal. I'm not even Scottish, lad, and I'm frugal. Well, you know, thing is, even though this is a free-to-play game, if you want to play competitively, you're going to have to invest some money into it. No way around it. But what has happened over the last couple of years is wargaming's gotten a little bit what I call cheap. That's not a nice thing to say, but cheap. And it's noticeable. And their long-term player base has felt it and responded in kind. So that's where I'm coming from. So what we're going to do is, I think what we should do is do some Dalian hunting. What do you think? Do some Dalian hunting? Let's load up the game client. Let's kill some Dalians. We're coming for you, buddies. We just got a sneak peek of you. We know what we're up against, and we're going to come for you. We're gunning for you now. So we're loading up the game client now. Take a bit just to load up. Takes forever these days. And why is that? Who the frig knows? I do not know. So anyways, COVID's been going on forever. Look at it, February. Next month, so 2020. When did it come out? 2019? Was it March 2019? Or was it March 2020? Feels like forever. Been almost 3 years anyways. This March has got to be 3 years. So yeah, it was 2019 when it first came out, probably. Unfriggin' believable. Well, anyways, it should be waning or wanting, depending how you look at it. And so from a pandemic, it'll be like the flu, or something we're going to have to live with forever. Seems to be the direction it's taking. And why it's taken that way is because people have taken too long to get their crap together. Like, not understanding how, so what? Vaccine was surprisingly good considering how quickly they put it together. But just masking and social distancing at the beginning would have made a big friggin' difference. But people want to, oh, my free will, my freedoms. Listen, when you exert your will in a manner that denies another person their free will and life and liberty, and that's why you had to look at it differently and collectively together try to be responsible with the mindset, do you love yourself? Do you love your family? Do you love your neighbors? Do you love your community? Doesn't matter what race you are. It doesn't matter. We're all the same. Okay, so let's go to the game screen window. Just got something. I didn't even look what I got. Free XPs tomorrow. Maybe I got a container? I have no idea. Oh, credits. 50,000 credits. Okay, so what we're going to do first, I'm going to say hi to clanmates. Oh, we got a couple new guys here. No, I got him on my list. What about this guy? Got him as well. Okay. So say hi to everybody. Got a bunch of new members. Okay, so we're gonna go American Cruiser Tier 9 Tulsa. That's what I'm gonna do. Why am I gonna do that? Because I can. Now, I crapped on this ship at the beginning, but it's like everything. You got to get used to it. It's a tough ship to play, and you got to play it very carefully. But I like cruisers. Cruisers are my play style. So I've got a workable relationship with Tulsa now. And let's do some Dalian hunting. This is a Tier 9 American cruiser. And we're going to look for a Tier 9 Pan-Asian cruiser. Providing it's out there, of course. We'll see. Put some economy flags on her. And random battle. Let's go into battle. Questions, comments, throw in chat. And remember, Bob's your uncle because Bob is everybody's uncle. And pretty soon we'll be able to standardize your grandparents, Poppy, and Grandma. There you go. Grandpappy and Grandma. And Bob. And Bob's your uncle. Remember that. So this is the Tier 9 American cruiser, the Tulsa. Cycling in the queue now. We'll see what we're up against. I don't know if Wargaming realizes it, but the background, they've got a little friggin' white noise. Some type, some crackling sound. Almost like a bad radio signal. Or it's got a high noise floor. Okay. So we're up against Tier 9 and 10 and some 8s. So it could be a tough battle. You know, Tier 10 cruisers and Tier 10 DDs. Well, we're okay against the DDs. What's this friggin' thing here? What's this, night mode now? Holy crap. We gotta go A. Based on where we are, we're going A. Let our team know. So we've got no Dalians on our side and none on the other side. So we can't do any Dalian hunting. We'll have to seek other targets, folks. Oh my. Okay, so I've got this outfit. I got a range of 17.2. Got to remember there's only 6 guns on this ship.
force detected. I need support.
So we got a DD here somewhere. Ah, crap. That's sleeping. This is not good. We're gonna have to back off.
Reporting a target position. Enemy destroyer sighted.
There's a destroyer.
Torpedoes, direct front. Torpedoes to port.
Friggin' target lock's friggin' pain in the ass sometimes. Come on. Friggin' target lock's a real pain sometimes. There we go, finally.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Come on. Bullshit. We're gonna have to leave Dodge here, folks. Oh, nice. Well done, Fletcher.
Nice work.
Well done, Z Fletcher, monsieur. Okay, we're down one ship, they're down one. We lost the Fletcher, which is too bad. Fletcher's a good DD. Okay, hopefully our other DD comes over this way, does the cap. I'll come over and help out over here. Akazuki, great DD, great gunboat. Yeah, I'm gonna waste a heal. Friggin' thunderstorms, don't like these.
All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target.
So I gotta be careful against that Hindi. He can do some serious damage to me. Roma can too, but you know, he does have battleship dispersion. Friggin' target lock, man.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Why am I detected? What do we got? There we go. That's why. Why did I lose him now?
The ship is on fire.
We're gonna lit up. Hindy's got me lit up because of that small one. Oh, it's friggin' Jutland too. Holy frick. This friggin' DD's got me lit up. That's the problem. That is the problem, monsieur. We're getting the cap. We get turned around, come back towards the B. They're down 3, we're down 2 ships. So we haven't done anything much remarkable, but it's just the way this map and just this flank is right now. Not much you can do.
I need help. Attention. Reporting the target position.
I had to sneeze. So now I'm detected. There's a Jutland detecting me now. Got 20 minutes or 25 seconds before I have radar. Shoot at the small end. 12 seconds.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
Yeah, Hindi keeps friggin' getting me. Whoever's got me spotted. Frick. Pain in the ass.
The ship is on fire. Problem solved, sir.
Friggin' Jutland. So that's why the Hindi can see me. Taking a beating because of it. I was taking a beating, nothing I can do. Wish I knew where the Jutland was. Ah, friggin' lucky shot, friggin' Hindi.
Enemy battleship detected.
4,300. Okay.
Attention. Reporting the target position.
It's where the 6-gun hurts in this friggin' ship. Oh, there's the
Enemy
Jutland.
cruiser sighted.
Why are we friggin' detected like that? Okay, we got him.
Destroyed an enemy cruiser.
We got him, baby. We got him. Thank you. Okay, so we're down 3 and they've only got 4 ships left, so it's not good for the other team.
Our victory is in sight.
No good for the other teammates. Smiling over there, he's a B. I'm in the Jutland. He and the Jetland. I'm just gonna head A. Get my guns over, work on that Jean Bart if he's still alive.
All stations, reporting the position of a strategic enemy destroyer sighted.
Still out of range though. Still out of range there, Captain.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
There's a Mogami there too.
Our victory is in sight.
You get my guns around. Okay. We got the win, folks. That's all that matters. So we had some economy flags, which really helped out. Oh, this works for tier 9 as well. Okay, cool. How many, okay, 37. Probably below mid-pack, yeah, as I thought. It's okay. Guy in the Smalland, he did quite well. Good player. We nicked him a couple times, yeah. We nicked the lad a few times. Okay, so let's see what we got here as far as resources. We'll take a container. We'll always take resources, as you know. Hey, Tank, how you doing, buddy? Everything doing well? Everybody loves a Tank Monkey when he plays. Good guy. Tank Monkey, he does streaming as well, folks, at twitch.tv. Okay, so we got a couple bags of coal, which always comes in handy, always welcome. These buggers got to get rid of these friggin' community tokens. I think they're a friggin' piece of crap. And if you had Twitch Prime, or Amazon Prime and Twitch and, you know, Amazon Prime, so you get some extra bonuses. Well, they switched them to community tokens, which, you know, they can friggin' bend over and stick them where the sun don't shine, because it's just another way, from my point of view, to devalue. Maybe they had a different viewpoint. I don't know. But I hope they change that. Like, the community tokens is a friggin' piece of, large piece of friggin' dung of any type, whether it be cattle, cow, horse, or your favorite Egyptian ride, the camel. Camels are actually pretty cool characters. Okay, big shout out to Tank there. Good to see him. So we're gonna go back in Tulsa. Let's see if we can get a Dalian in battle and just beat the crap out of whoever got a new friggin' ship just for the hell of it. Why not? Why do we do stuff like that? Because we can. Got to teach him somehow, right? Maybe he'll teach us a lesson. You never know. I've got no torps. Friggin' no dallions. What's going on? New ship? Nobody buying it? So this could be a tough battle here. Got a few tier 10s. Let's look at the map. My vey, which way are we gonna go? We gotta go A. Yeah, I gotta go A on this map, folks. We're going A there, lads. Let our team know. There's an Elbing. Elbing, what a waste for a friggin' destroyer. Kind of like a small cruiser is what it is. Okay, I'm going to top up my espresso. I'll be right back, so sit tight. It won't be too long. Just wait from the set for just a titch here. Okay, that didn't take too long. Getting near the end of the express. My quota for espresso for the morning. Arg laddies. Okay, so we got radar in this ship, but only 9 kilometers. Better, just half a kilometer better than Salem, but still. They give these friggin' Russians, better friggin' radar. You know, Russians had a piss poor friggin' navy. I don't know why they friggin' keep nerfing and the American.
Enemy cruiser detected. Enemy battleship detected. Enemy destroyer detected.
Only 6 guns on this baby, though. Come on. Friggin' fall short.
Enemy battleship sighted.
A lot of these friggin' shells are a real problem of falling short these days. Oh, these friggin'
Torpedoes
torps.
astern. Torpedoes astern.
No shit. It's a lot of friggin' torps. I'm gonna eat one. I friggin' miscalculated. Damn. I have a bad habit of doing that. Is a bad habit of doing that, monsieur? My own
Problem
fault.
solved, sir.
But it really hurts when you got such a low hit pool. Gotta really be careful. Friggin' Albing took out Seattle. Way to go, buddy.
Nice work.
There's that gearing. Okay.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
Okay, we're gonna head closer to the cap. Maybe. So we're detected by something. Something has us. Oh, freaking Cleveland's hidden. Oh, there's the Torbs.
Enemy destroyer sighted. Enemy battleship detected.
Where the friggin' Montana? Friggin' bugger.
Problem solved, sir.
Come on, steering gears. We gotta get around. There's an Amagi too. What's Jean Bart doing? Is he gonna shoot at something or is he just gonna play tiddlywinks there?
The ship is on fire.
Oh, we're gonna burn up. No way around it. Well, Pilgrim, yeah, it took a big hit. Hit pool's not big enough. Took a big hit by the Montana or the Amagi. I think it was the Montana. I don't know why our Jean Bart is just playing the way he's playing. He's a great friggin' ship. He could have been farming a lot of damage on the Montana and the Amagi, but it just put himself out of position there. Alright, just not shooting. There, finally shoots. He's got that reload booster. Great friggin' ship. Love it. With the front-facing turrets. Well, what are you gonna do? You can't do much, laddies. Can't do too much.
I need support.
So we're down 2, they're down 3. We're gonna go out of battle here and go on another battle. We're gonna go on the
Requesting support.
Tier 10 Salem, I
That's
think.
how it's done. Roger.
Z Tier 10 is Salem, monsieur. Where are you? Where are you? There you are. Okay. And then maybe we'll do some ranked in the Puerto Rico. Going into battle in the Salem. Salem's another tricky cruiser as well to play. But it's one of my favorites. I like the Salem. Absolutely love it. But you can get hammered just like we did in the Tulsa there very easily as well in the Salem. Questions, comments, throw in chat. Otherwise, remember one thing. Bob is your uncle. And pretty soon, Grandpa and Grandma are going to be standardized also. One's going to be Grandpa, the other one's going to be Grandma. Oh my. Okay, we got a Shikishima on the other side, which is a friggin' hard-hitting ship. That's Soyuz. Very tough to take out as well. Okay. So we're going to go A. Let our team know. Gotta shore up the air A flank.
Roger. Proceeding to assist you.
We got a Zao Conqueror. Got a Lion coming over. Utilize having a nap. Hopefully he wakes up from his slumber soon. Now, Lion, we're on a bit of a crash course here, buddy, unless you back off on the friggin' speed. Or are you gonna run right into this friggin' mountain? Okay, he's shifting. Shifting his trajectory now. Bye-bye. The Fantastic, the Pyro Cowboy, as so he calls himself. Obviously into fire. Pyrotechnics, I guess.
All forces, requesting cover fire.
Or Le Fantasque. Le Fantasque, monsieur.
I need intelligence data.
You need an intelligent life there, buddy. Not just the data that goes with it.
Teammate, I need your support.
No, you're doing just fine, lad. We got you covered. We got you covered. Don't panic. Friggin' Montana again. Gonna nail that con. Why is that Conqueror up so close? That ship shouldn't be that close. Dumb move. Not very smart. Okay, there's the tone. There's a Kitakaze. Come on, guns, get around. Got a fire on him. Got a few hits on him, which is good. Friggin' Kitakaze go again. Okay, Utilight came back to life. Good, 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 good. Okay, we're still working on the cap. Hopefully he can get it. Should have scared off the Kitakaze at least enough that he can finish getting that cap. It's the whole game plan at least. Okay, I'm gonna take out this tone. Up the Utili out here. He's behind the friggin' island. Kitakaze's coming over. Come on, island. Let's go.
Well done, Commander.
Tone's gone. Well done.
Good show.
See if we can see the Kitakaze at all. Montana took out the Utili. they get us friggin' like that? Pretty lucky shot, actually. Come on. Two lucky shots. We're friggin' nose on them. Doesn't help us the Kitakazi's got us lit up. Come on, let's get back.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Oh, where's our team?
Attention, reporting the target position.
Friggin' Conqueror's not paying attention.
Supplies, Commander.
Should be working on this Montana. And the Marlboro here. Said he's going across map. This is how you get flanked. This is how you get flanked, lads. Now we gotta pull back because of our teammates. And we'll just head across. Can't help out here. It's a waste of time. I mean, the Lion. And the Conqueror, neither one.
Torpedoes direct front.
Ah, crap. There's friggin' torps now. Isn't that good? I hope this friggin' two, between this Conqueror and the Lion, they friggin' wake up. Fantastic is no more fantastic, monsieur. Come on, Conqueror. What are you and the friggin' Lion doing, man? These guys are friggin' out to lunch. Now, one of them is shooting here. Like, what the frig are these guys doing? I'm gonna be friggin' backed into a corner here. Finally. This friggin' Conqueror's parked himself out. And I got friggin' burnt down by this friggin' Marlboro. Absolutely nuts. Okay, finally. Somebody's friggin' waking up. That's my team was friggin'. What's my team doing?
Enemy battleship foundered.
Holy crap. What is that friggin' Conqueror doing? Between him and the Lion, both of them are out to friggin' lunch. Oh my. I got one heel left. I'm gonna leave Dodge here. We gotta try and help out the rest of our team. I was trying to get out of here sooner because I had no help. This Conqueror, he's just friggin' running around like a friggin' dung beetle. Black Hawk, eh? Oh my, what a name. And Lambda Rail, the friggin' Lion. There's another friggin' gem. You know, why they weren't working on this friggin' Marlboro was beyond me, and how they parked themselves out. Just plain friggin' dumb. Holy crap, no wonder teams get friggin' railed over so quick. People aren't paying attention to the map and proper flanking strategy. They just don't get it. I was lucky the friggin' Montana didn't wipe me out earlier. Like, where's that friggin' Conqueror going? Chasing ships, which is just a dumb friggin' move. We've got 5 to their 4. Even though we got 2 out of 3 caps, they're ahead 781 to 578. Couple of stupid moves like this one this Conqueror is starting to pull off now. It could very well friggin' cost the team the game. Abso-friggin-lutely. Lucky the Lion took out the mains. Thank you very much. Ohio's got to heal up. Friggin' Soyuz can take out that Ohio. Guys, don't help him out. Ohio took him out. Way to go. Ohio's got... He's toast now. He was low health. As long as we stay alive, we should be okay. What do they got left here? Napoli. Napoli's a friggin' pretty durable ship. And I haven't got much of a health pool left, but I do have 1 heal. There is 5 minutes. Lion dispersion sucks, eh? Yeah, well,
in 5 minutes.
you're friggin' dispersion all around with BBs has been hit and miss these days. But the way you've been friggin' shooting at stuff, you know, you could have had a lot more hits earlier. Between the Montana and the Marlboro. I don't know what you were shooting at. Why you let those guys go? We're lucky we took them out. Otherwise, they would have taken you out. This is what these guys don't realize. Both the Lion and the Conqueror. And then the Conqueror finally woke up and started coming down that flank. But he just friggin' all his angles were totally wrong. So he barely got any shots off.
Our victory is in sight.
Okay, he's toast. The Napoli is toast now, monsieur. Ah, and there's the daring. Oh, we got him. Okay, cool.
We've sunk an enemy destroyer.
We got the destroyer, monsieur. We got the destroyer, monsieur. Okay, so this is just a titch better than the Tulsa game. Hey, it sometimes happens. For these cruisers, it'll happen, baby. It can happen. Well, let's look at us. 1, 2, 3. Actually, Conqueror came in number 3. We have 2 Conquerors or just the one? Well, whatever he was shooting at gave him great DMG, but I wish he had to focus more on our side. Ohio. Lion down here. Well, everybody performed fairly well except for the Ruprecht and the Zal. Looks like they got zapped early. That can happen too. I've had that happen. I've had that happen many, many times. Okie dokie. So back to port. We still in battle with the Tulsa still? Oh, I got complimented. Oh, that's very kind. Thank you. Did we win with the Tulsa or did we lose? Oh, we ended up on a winning team. Cool. Lucky us. Okay, we got a container. Let's see what we've got. We're going to grab a resource container this time. As you know, I always take resources. There we go. Coil, free XP, and a couple flags. We'll take that. Thank you kindly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Stuff always comes in handy. Okay, we're going to go back in the Tulsa. There are you, Mr. Tulsa. And while we're cycling in for battle, I'm going to freshen up my coffee and use the lavatory, otherwise known as the loo, the head, or washroom to other people.
Battle starts.
Let's give them a hard time.
I couldn't freshen up my coffee because I got to make a new one. I don't have enough left over, so we're going to have to do without. We're too close to being in battle. And we're going to head A on this side. From where we are, heading A, boys, heading A. Oh my. Rat sealing. Put some rat tape over that friggin' mouth there, buddy. Oh my. Wise guy, eh? Yuck, yuck, yuck. So what do you got? Tier 9 top to bottom, both sides, no matter how you slice it, kids. We're getting the B cap. Nice, buddy.
Much obliged, Commander.
Who's friggin' heading the radar? Oh, we got the A cap. We got all 3 friggin' caps right now. That's friggin' amazing.
Enemy cruiser sighted. Enemy battleship sighted.
The Jean Bart, monsieur. Ah, disappeared. That is not good. As they disappear, the shells do all this funky stuff. Okay. Our Donskoy's hurting. The Donskoy is hurting, monsieur. So both teams full health. What I mean is nobody's lost a ship left on either team now. Jean Bart's backing off. Who's got us friggin' detected here? Undetected now. Detected again.
Our team has taken the lead.
Enemy destroyer detected. Enemy battleship sighted.
Okay.
Our victory is in sight.
Why is the friggin' radar gone now? It's too friggin' slow, man. Too friggin' slow. Where is this guy? Ah, crap.
Protect that area. Affirmative.
Too bad. Fletcher's around here and I can't see him. Just can't see him, mate. Schultz over there.
Torpedoes to starboard. Torpedoes to starboard.
Right. Got you, buddy.
Enemy destroyer sighted.
The ship is on fire. All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
Our victory is in sight.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Come on, buddy. There we go.
The ship is on fire.
Could use some help here, lads.
Problem solved, sir.
Where the frig is still
The
seeing
ship
me?
is on fire.
Who's friggin' Marlboro doing? Finally shooting. Thanks, buddy. Let's hope I don't burn up. Well, that was a friggin' quick victory there, I'll tell you. Not much happened. Holy moly. Huh. What are you gonna do? What can you do? That was a fast game. 1457 out of 2000. Gotta be at the bottom here. Well, just below midpoint. Game was over fast. We got those 3 caps really quick, very quickly. Absolutely quickly. Interesting. Well, folks, I'm going to make 1 coffee and then we'll do 1 more game in this ship. So, coffee and then 1 more game. Where's my thingamajiggy? Where is my thingamajiggy? The intermission, monsieur. Where did he go? Where'd my intermission go? Very interesting. That is weird. Well, I'll have to put this guy up there. Maybe what I could do is put Putin in there. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll put Putin there. All roads lead to Putin, because that's where they all lead to, boys. Yipperdoodle. So we're going to be right back. Sit tight. Don't go anywhere, folks. Just going to make a quick coffee. Michael J, a.k.a. Swifty, glad you could join us. Sit back, sit tight, relax and get comfortable. Enjoy the ride. Michael J, a.k.a. Swifty, glad you could join us. Sit back, sit tight, relax and get comfortable. Enjoy the ride. Michael J, a.k.a. Swifty, glad you could join us. Sit back, sit tight, relax and get comfortable. Enjoy the ride. Michael J, a.k.a. Swifty, glad you could join us. Sit back, sit tight, relax and get comfortable. Enjoy the ride. Michael J, a.k.a. Swifty, glad you could join us. Sit back, sit tight, relax and get comfortable. Enjoy the ride. Michael J, a.k.a. Swifty, glad you could join us. Sit back, Sit tight, relax, and get comfortable. Enjoy the ride. Michael J, aka Swifty, glad you could join us. Sit back, sit tight, relax, and get comfortable. Enjoy the ride. Michael J. Okay, got my coffee. Probably be the last one of the day. Who knows? Maybe later I might indulge a game, but not likely. But you never know, folks. You never know. Okay. Now it is the weekend. Matchmaking's probably at its funkiest. At its funkiest, to put it lightly. So I'd like to go back into the Tulsa, do one more battle, but let's look at what we're going to get from the dockyard here. Check out the dockyard here. Okay, let's see what we get here, lads. See what we get. I really don't, not going to spend any money on this. Couldn't care less for the Marlboro. But the Repulse is a good ship. I don't know if we'll end up getting it if we get that far into it or not. Not spending any dough on it. Let's see what reward we get. 10,000 free XP. Thank you kindly. Collect. Thank you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more till the Repulse. Yeah. I don't know. If it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Simple as that. Absolutely simple as that, folks. I'd like to check out where we are with this campaign. Where's my little bugger here? Okay, here we are. Actually got 4 wins today. We got lucky there. Very rare on the weekend to do that. Okay, 1457, so still just over 500 more ribbons we need. Okay. Okay, let's go into last battle of the day, or this session anyways. Tulsa, Tier 9 American Cruiser, folks. Just trying to get a good battle in. It's kind of tough. It's hit and miss. Hit and miss on the weekends, hit and miss at the best of times, actually. That's the best of times, miss you. Hit and miss. Questions, comments, just throw in chat. Otherwise, hold your peace. And remember, Bob is your uncle. Okie dokie. We're going to go A on this map. Hopefully we get some help.
General quarters.
Oops. What are the fun places? What's he friggin' talking about? Oh. Oh, planes coming, boss. Z planes.
Well done, Commander.
It's one again. Holy Onex. Friggin' Burgoyne coming over here. Z Burgoyne. He's in the Kremlin.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on full alert.
Friggin' planes still got us detected. So everybody's shooting at us. Still detected.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on normal alert.
Those CVs are good for it.
Torpedoes to starboard.
They can do some spotting.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Okay, they've lost 2 ships really quickly, which is very fortunate for us. We just lost one.
Enemy battleship sighted. Enemy cruiser sighted.
Friggin' Alaska now too. Ah, timing no good. I got 1 hit on the DD at least, half decent hit on him.
Enemy battleship sighted. Enemy destroyer sighted.
Get back!
Enemy battleship sighted.
Come on, guys, get around.
stations, requesting fire on the designated target.
Enemy destroyer detected.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
Well done, Commander. Much obliged, Commander. Well done, Commander.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on full alert.
Get back!
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on normal alert. That's how it's done. Anti-aircraft gun crews are on full alert.
Our victory is in sight.
Come on.
Anti-aircraft gun crews are on normal alert.
Warship sighted.
I'll be toast here soon.
Our team has taken the lead.
Bring guys at sea are chasing ships instead of coming over and helping out at A. Friggin' dopies. What are you gonna do? We lucked out. I think we finally took out the last ship there. Holy moly. A little tight there. Everybody helped out. Good game. Not much you can do, folks. Not the much you can do. Their CV player played well. He played very, very, very well. Absolutely marvelous, darling. Marvelous, darling. Okay, guys, we're going to call it a day. We'll be back live tomorrow, 10 a.m. New York time. So stay safe. And remember, Bob is your uncle. And love and peace. Sending love and peace to everyone that's watching around the world. So love and peace to everyone on this planet. So take care. Live again 10 a.m. tomorrow, New York time. Until then, take care, folks. Be good. Stay safe. All the best.